Hey ratbags, I come with the news that some Grounded fans don't want to hear. There is no PTS for the last update to Grounded. Now this isn't too much of a surprise to me, as it was kind of hinted at when they revealed it. Obviously they usually announce something afterwards and say it's going to be live at a certain date or look out on a certain date, but none of that happened, and it is the last update because it's also launching on other platforms. That's the major reason it probably isn't getting a PTB, a public test branch, to test out and make sure it's all okay. There's no bugs or issues. They want it to be a surprise for everyone, including PlayStation and Switch players when they launch and join. There are other few things to note though. Eric's been busy replying to a bunch of people. Yes, I stalked him hard last night, and he's given this words of advice. So we're going to cover that, plus how there are playgrounds right now that are available to play of 1.4. But don't get too excited. It looks like there's nothing really going on with them at the moment, but they are being worked on. So Obsidian are cooking up their own special playgrounds for us to download. And according to one solitary journalist, the Switch version of Grounded is looking pretty good. So Eric does start off with the advice that you do want to play crossplay with your friends. And again, I've put this in some of my videos. You will need a free Microsoft Xbox account. Basically, when you load up Grounded on PlayStation or Switch, it will pop up with this dialog box. Then you put in your details if you already got one, or go ahead and create one. Game Pass or Xbox Gold isn't required for Nintendo or PlayStation, but you will need a Nintendo Online or PlayStation Plus if you do want to play online with friends. And crossplay is only an option. You don't actually have to have it on. So if you've got some friends somehow and you don't want them to join your world, even if they're on another platform, then you will have a toggle for this to turn it off. And then straight underneath that was this. Someone asked, is there going to be no PTS? And he said, correct, we will not be having a PTS or PTB this time around. So why is that? Grounded have used them all the time, and the only time they haven't is actually been for the 1.0 release. As far as I'm aware, it might have something to do with other platforms. PlayStation like parity. They don't mind obviously some games getting updates before them. Once the game is out, we've seen it from games like Ark and Conan, there are always some sort of delays across different platforms. But if a game has been out on other platforms and it's releasing on PlayStation, apparently according to their processes, you can't have that game update for 3 months beforehand, because that's how long it takes to go through cert. And they basically don't want any kind of updates to other games that they haven't certified and checked themselves. Absolutely, there is going to be cross-save. Again, something else that I'm sure was in the FAQs when they announced the launches. Or I just took it as standard, since Obsidian is so good at being able to transfer your saves between Steam and Xbox. Yes, you can jump on your Switch, play and build, then hop on your PC, then hop on your Xbox, all with the same save, as long as it is a shared world by looks of things. And last night, everyone in the official Grounded Discord was talking hard about some of the teases that were happening with the Playgrounds updates. But this info came from me first in my Discord, so make sure you come and join mine. So I've got a plethora of people that like to show and tell me stuff first. But basically, the devs have been working on Playgrounds updates. Notice the 2 dev and then this sequence of numbers. This was from the showcase they did at PAX East recently. And then if we go ahead and look, and you might even find some of these still, if you go and check Playgrounds and the latest ones, you'll find plenty of Playgrounds made by the same sort of names. Now we do get a hint about what they might contain. You can see in this one, we've got some of the flowers from the Mantis boss fight. And it looks like cactuses. I don't think we've been able to place them before. They're now going to be placeable, as well as obviously this new broadleaf that maybe got missed out. But maybe more excitingly, and it's not the best picture, but basically Yoked, Girth and Rash looks like it's going to be placeable in the Playgrounds update as well. In fact, the full models of them, unless they've just put these together themselves, it does look like there will be the ability to have that. This has been confirmed as real and legit. It even says 1.4 up here. And if you try downloading it, you can. But if you try playing it, it will tell you that this build is out of date. And in Eric's words, when he confirmed it, he said that it will balk your game if you try playing them. I did download one. I did manage to get in one. And it ended up just being a complete blank map. It didn't have any of the stuff that was shown off in the thumbnail. Originally, we were meant to see one of these playgrounds shown off at PAX East, but there was some sort of technical issue, so they ended up not doing it. So we might see some more mistakes like that. I'm hoping so, because I'll be there to show you guys exactly what's going on. You know, Eric, the one way to stop me revealing or leaking stuff is to get me to sign an NDA. And if you want me to sign an NDA, you can give me early access to a PlayStation or Switch copy. I ain't going to say no. But that's not the only news. We do also have a little bit of talk about the Switch version. They were at PAX East recently, some of the dev team, and looks like they were maybe taking questions from a lot of press and other outlets. Admittedly, some of these press outlets are smaller than others. Marin Independent Journal? Okay. But they did get some questions answered, or it seems like they got a hands-on with the Switch version of the game. Somehow this guy has seen it running on all 3 systems, including a PlayStation 5, and said it was comparable to an Xbox Series X, but the Switch version impressed them. Despite not being as powerful as the newer consoles, Grounded ran well on Nintendo systems. It doesn't have the visual fidelity of Sony or Microsoft systems, but the game still ran with smooth frame rate and graphics and was still good enough to shine on the 7-year-old console. Shida Schofield, Communications Senior for Obsidian, credited Double 11 for working on the port and squeezing all the power from the system and optimizing the game for it. What's even more notable is that during the process of optimizing the game for other systems, the developers figured out how to improve the Grounded performance on PC and Xbox. Schofield said that's something fans noticed, but developers couldn't comment on the reason behind the improvement until now. It shows and lists exactly what Eric just said about crossplay and stuff in this article. And Schofield told this outlet that the Grounded Playgrounds is comparable to something like Mario Maker. I am still a bit dubious, I ain't gonna lie. Double 11, I think I've got a bit of a checkered history with ports. The Rust on console, I'm gonna keep saying it, is probably one of the worst I've ever played. But I recognise they have also done some good stuff. Minecraft Dungeons was pretty good, and I know they've done a lot of work on the Prisoner Architect and games like that as well. So yeah, I absolutely will give an unbiased opinion. If the Switch version is good, I'm going to tell you it's good. If it's not good, I'm going to say it. I'll be buying or testing out all 3 of them as soon as I'm available to. And there we go, Ratbags. Come and join my Discord to get the news first. Look out for more videos from me taking a look at what to expect with 1.4, and I'll see you lot later.